case remains silent. Anything said and can will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have them present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questionings if you wish. All right. You good, dude?
Good morning. Today is December 29th, 2024. It is 6:20 a.m. I hope everybody out there is doing well. I just wanted to come live about a quick case that a fellow Discord member put out, True Crime Addict. I'll link her in the description, and the documents that came out for this particular case in As the Gavel Drops Discord. And this is about Brianna Alvelo. She is a young lady out of Florida that violently has stabbed a girl over a $2 pizza delivery tip. Oh, let's get started. I'm going to pull up this video here. And all of this goes to True Crime Addict, who got me started with this morning. We'll go over her video first, and then I'll share some of the documents with you. Hope everybody out there's having a wonderful morning. Put this up bigger here.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about a very interesting case out of Kissimmee, Florida, at the Riviera Motel. So Brianna Alvelo, she stabbed 14 times. Melinda Irizarry, she was the victim because she left a $2 tip. So just give you a brief case. So the victim was found out later that she was pregnant, and
Okay, so it looks like first off, she was a pregnant woman, and she has the arrest warrant sitting up here. Like I said, we'll go over these documents as soon as I get through this right here, but this definitely does not look good for her from what I can tell so far on the paperwork that she has. She has been charged with 4 different counts, 4 different charges. Right now, she has a homicide in the first degree, premeditated, a robbery of a residence, and a home invasion with a firearm or other deadly weapon, kidnapping a minor for ransom or reward or shield or hostage, and assault aggravated with intent to commit a felony. Currently, she's being held at the Osceola County Jail on $55,500 bond. So, wow.
and she was at a motel with her boyfriend at the time and a 5-year-old girl. Brianna, the defendant, has just had drop of a pizza from Marco's Pizza Place an hour before the incident. Then she went back to the motel with another suspect that's still on the loose because the victim had given them a $2 tip. According to the police report, Irizarry paid with 2 20s and a $10 bill, but then she did not have change. Brianna did not have change, so she scrambled around for some change and gave her the almost a correct amount for the $33.
Okay, let's see if we can full screen that, see what this says right here. It looks like Melinda had been stabbed. Bobby explained the suspects did not take anything at all. They said, or anything, and all they said to him and Melinda was that they knew what they were there for. Let me see if I can get a little closer here. Like I said, we'll read some of the documents. Contact was made with Melinda post-surgery. Melinda advised the following sworn verbal statement. On December 22nd, 2024, she and her boyfriend got a hotel room at the Riviera Motel to celebrate his birthday. And while at the motel room, Melinda called Marco's Pizza Shop and ordered food. That's where we're at on that.
Bill, so she living at $2 tip altogether. She was not happy. Brianna was not happy with the situation. So then she went back and stabbed her 14 times. She was later arrested at.
Oh gosh, okay, so that's where the premeditation comes in. Not only was she not happy with the situation when she got there, she actually went back and did the deed. That is crazy. So that's the premeditation. Okay.
The pizza place. She's currently are at the 55,000 bond at the county jail. And then she's charged with murder, but it isn't clear who actually died. It has not been a report yet of death. She's also charged with robbery, kidnapping, and assault, aggravated assault. So she is facing possible life sentence in Florida. She's 22 years old at the moment. Brianna, make sure that you like and subscribe.
She's just a baby. She's just a baby still. She even looks like a baby still. I understand she's 22, but she still looks so young.
Subscribe to the channel for more content and more updates about this case in the future. Now we're gonna watch just a brief Zoom interview that the victim, Irizarry, did with Fox News after the incident.
It came cold. My wings came cold. I personally am not going to.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so she's in the hospital after she's been stabbed 14 times, and what she's talking about is her pizza came cold, her wings came cold. So that was she was worried about. Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Tip anybody who is bringing my pizza late at an awkward time and my pizza is cold and at night, So I was already kind of getting confused. Like I already felt a little weird about it, but I didn't think anything of it. So when I got to the door, she seemed very sweet. She had her hair down. She didn't give me no hostile energy until I gave her the money to pay.
Hey, welcome in. I'm glad you found me. This is incredible. This is incredible. This lady was stabbed the 14 times and she is literally sitting here bitching about her pizza being cold. Like she didn't learn anything from not that she deserved to be stabbed, but come on. Wow.
The pizza and like the order, it was about $33. I gave her two 20s and a 10. So I gave her $50. I'm expecting to receive like $17 change back, which I was going to give her a tip, like I do to everybody that delivers my food. But being that it came late, being that my food was cold, being that it was an awkward time frame, and as soon as I handed this woman the money, she walked away out the door, and my door was still cracked open because I'm expecting my change back. And she just tried to walk away. And I was like, this is how I said it. This is exactly how I said it. Hey girl, I need my change back. And she
I got okay, I'm sorry. Hey girl, I need my change back. All right, we go back just a little tiny bit. That's great. You need this in the morning. Like the case itself is like this girl is sitting in jail right now for a homicide, first degree, premeditated, robbery of a residence, home invasion with a firearm or other deadly weapon, kidnapping a minor for ransom or reward or a hostage situation, and assault aggravated with intent to commit a felony. And she's like, "Hey, girl, I need my change back." You're right. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane. So yeah, we still haven't figured out what it is that who. Wait, she had two 20s and a 10 and one of $17. But yeah, the math ain't adding up. This is gonna be crazy. Only in Florida, right?
I need my change back. And she was like, oh, you need your change. Well, we don't offer change. So she ended up with a $2 tip, which I honestly felt like she didn't even deserve because my pizza was cold. It was super late. I was just like, she's already giving me attitude. About 30.
Oh my goodness. Want to hop on up? Hold on a second here. Let me get you a link. go. Hop on up if you're ready. That's crazy.
30, 40 minutes later, we get a knock on the door, loud enough to wake us up from our sleep. So my boyfriend was like, "Oh, it's
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. So your pizza was cold. All this stuff is happening, and you get your food, and so in 30 minutes, you were already back to sleep. You think they knew each other? I guess it's probably gonna come out. It's insane. I think it'll beat me if you go, oh, there you are.
Sorry.
Hi, True Crime. How are you?
Hello, good morning. Well, it's good morning for you, good afternoon for me. But yeah.
It's definitely early morning for me. I was so excited to see this video come out on your page.
Oh,
And thank
sorry,
you
I had to jump
so
on because you covering this case. This case is wild.
It is wild. I'm so excited. I really appreciate you letting me show your video.
Of course, I mean, like, well, anything for a fellow creator. Obviously, I mean, it's just, yeah. But I've seen this case before, right? And I was like, I need to cover this case. I need to do a video on it because it's just too wild
You're so
not
right.
to.
You're so right. I'm gonna go back just a little bit.
Oh no! Let's hear it,
I'm
and we'll all talk about it. Of course.
I'm reeling over her. Look at that face. She's literally in the hospital, pregnant after being stabbed, and she's
And the
really
thing is,
just bothered
she
by
was
the cold
stabbed.
pizza.
She was stabbed 14 times, and she's giving a full on Zoom interview.
Crazy. Maybe they were superficial. Maybe she just got stabbed with a butter knife. And
Yeah. Oh yeah. Carry on hearing. I don't want to spoil anything from the
okay.
interview.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
loud enough to wake us up from our sleep." So my boyfriend was like, "Oh, it's late. Don't open the door." But I wasn't thinking anything of it, because it's like I'm in a I don't know if we had, I've never had any altercations. I don't have any problems with anyone. I wasn't like fearing to open the door. I don't know if it was a neighbor maybe asking for something, the hotel lobby managers coming to say something to me because it was very odd. We didn't invite anyone over. So I'm like, okay, I'm curious to know who it is. Um, I didn't look through the window or the peephole because I didn't think anything of it. I was half asleep. We had just ate. I woke back up. I opened the door. As soon as I opened the door was cracked. I cracked it open. As soon as I cracked it, she put her foot on the door. And both of their backs were facing me. I couldn't see their face. When I opened the door, they both had their backs towards me.
Okay, so she's saying both. That means what it was her and her boyfriend. Is that what I'm surmising? Is that it was both?
I think there was a guy with Brianna, the 22-year-old, but he hasn't been caught or identified yet. So I think she means because the defendant, the girl in the hospital right now, she was with her boyfriend and the kid in the motel. But then
wow.
Brianna showed up with her. I don't know if it's her boyfriend with someone with a guy that is not identified yet.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Tell me about it.
And as soon as it opened, she kind of kicked the door with her foot and like rushed herself in. And they both just rushed in and she locked the door behind her. As soon as I saw that she locked the door, I realized the situation was a lot more serious than I thought I expected. It just kind of happened so quickly. And from there, as soon as he came in, he pointed the gun at me. Then he pointed the gun at my daughter. I put my hands up. I said, whoa, 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 I have my child. We don't got nothing in there. What's going on? No one said anything. I just said, I got my daughter. What is this? What's going on? They had scheme.
She's so nonchalant about it. It makes me wonder, has she been subject to this kind of thing before? Because she truly is just nonchalant. Like, yeah, he came in with a gun. I said I got my daughter. Meh,
Well,
you know?
yeah, maybe, but it's just maybe it wasn't the first time, or she was maybe expecting. Maybe I don't know about like those people
Maybe
that
she's
are.
still in shock.
Yeah, could be.
Mask on, so we can only see their eyes and their eyebrows, and like their body frame. But I could not. They were not recognizable at all. I was like, who are these people? What is going on? Like I was just, it just caught me by surprise. And once I realized the like severity of the situation, I'm like, oh my God, these people came in here to hurt us. As soon as he came in, he pointed the gun at me. Then he pointed it to my daughter, and then quickly pointed it at my partner and told him that he needs to go into the restroom in the bathroom. He just complied, put his hands up and listened to the male, and he forced him into the bathroom where he put him in the tub. He told him to go stand in the bathtub, and I could not see him anymore. I was in between both beds with my child, and he forced himself, he forced my boyfriend into the bathroom, and he was holding him at gunpoint.
Okay, so that's where the charge for the holding hostage must come in. The robbery, home invasion with firearm, obviously, and then the kidnapping. Well, that says kidnapping of a minor for ransom.
Well, maybe
So,
maybe kidnapping was just the whole hostage in the hotel room during the period, because there was a minor, the 5-year-old girl. So
same.
yeah, but
It's scary to me. That sounds scary.
it is very scary. But I mean, she's already giving interviews and everything from the hospital bed. Where's her boyfriend? The victim's boyfriend. Where is he? Because I'm sure he would have something to say about. Do you know what I mean?
And if he is the one that she's up for homicide for, she doesn't look very upset about it.
Yeah, exactly. Because, well, yeah, I could not find any information about someone not being alive anymore. I only found out about the fact that she was pregnant. My reasoning was that maybe she was not is not pregnant anymore, but even though she doesn't look very upset about it, that either on that interview. But then it
That
depends how
makes
far along
sense.
she was to be considered unaliving.
Oh gosh, yeah. If she stabbed him in the stomach, oh my gosh, that's so scary.
The
Sorry, my
entire
mind just
time.
goes.
So
No, that's. I mean, it's a good point. I mean, these are criminals. I mean, things
Yeah.
happen, in the heat of the moment. Like I didn't even think about that. Like, could she have lost her infant? Oh my
Well,
gosh.
she did. The victim, she didn't even know she was pregnant at the time of the incident. She found out later at the hospital. So
Oh my gosh, this is weird. Oh my
yeah.
and he was getting close to him, then he would back up, then back close to his head again, then back up. It was too much going on. So, and I'm thinking about my boyfriend, like if I react anyway, this guy may shoot my boyfriend in the head, and the situation just becomes 30 times worse. So I just was holding my daughter, telling her it's okay, everything's going to be okay. It's all right, everything is fine. I'm holding over her, and next thing you know, I feel um, a big thud on my back. I honestly thought she hit me so hard, I thought it was a punch because you can hear like the air out of my back. And I turned around ready to defend myself. I pushed my daughter out the way onto the bed, and I told her to stay right there. And I turned around. And once I looked down on the floor, I was already bleeding all over the floor. So I
god.
realized really quickly that she didn't punch me, she stabbed me. So I'm like, she really stabbed me with this pocket knife right now, or I'm not sure if it was a pocket knife or a regular knife because it was like a foldable one. So I'm not exactly sure if it was a blade or a knife specifically, but it was pretty big and it definitely did a lot of damage to my body. I turned around some more And she just continued to stab me. She stabbed me again on my back. And after she stabbed me on my back the second time, that's when I felt a whole heap of blood just spew down my back. And I realized I had a huge gash on my back.
Oh my gosh.
And I just laid down on the bed and she just started slicing me, just going crazy, kind of just taking her, like she had it in the left hand. So she was just kind of like back swinging and just going crazy and just stabbing me. This really taught me like the willpower I didn't even know I had, so it's definitely a big impact, very different change. It's pretty traumatic,
My goodness. If you guys see this video, make sure that you follow and watch True Crime Addict. She puts out a lot of videos every day with a lot of good content. I have her in the description box as well as up in the comments. All right.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm so appreciative you let me use your video. Of course, I mean you provided this information, this content to me. So
I mean, of course, it's just this case is still literally just happened.
oh yeah,
It was on the 23rd of this month, just before Christmas. So, I mean,
just a baby case still.
then like the defendant's still a baby herself.
Yes, she is. Very young.
She was. I moved to the UK right at when she was that age, 22. That's wild.
Wow, that is wild.
That's wild. Me moving countries at 22, and she, stabby people.
I adore your accent. I adore your accent.
No, it's just crazy accent.
So it looks like she says came back with a pocket knife with an unknown male suspect who was armed with a gun. So we know that, according to the court documents, which I'll pull here in a second, so we can read that. Alvelo, is that how you say her name? Alvelo, and the man forced their way into the room where the victim, her boyfriend, and her 5-year-old daughter were. The unknown male allegedly commanded the victim's boyfriend to go into the bathroom, which is what she just said, and held him there at gunpoint while he was in there. That's when she was stabbed 14 times. The victim had stab wounds to her chest, arms, legs, and abdomen. Was taken to the local hospital with a ruptured lung. A spokesperson for the pizza restaurant told CBS News affiliate WKMG that the owner and his team were fully cooperating with authorities. The safety and well-being of customers and team members are always their top priority. The armed male suspect who was at the hotel, like you said, has not been identified as of yet in that particular. Goodness. And she's probably not going to tell everybody who it was. She's just.
Oh yeah, no, she's not. She did not seem, because I could not find any like arraignment or anything, because it's not available. Yeah, but it's just wild. I'm sure it's gonna show up, or she's gonna tell they're gonna cut her a deal or something. But
they better not cut her a deal.
Well, the victim was not happy. She was saying these people over here. I don't know if she was mentioning anything about illegal immigrants, because apparently this seems a big thing out there right now. But yeah, just a bunch. I'm just trying to, at the same time, like trying to look up anything on YouTube's or anything or on Google to see if there's anything, but there's not much. But again, this case just happened, so.
Sure, it's going to take a little bit. Okay, so this is obviously her, Brianna Alvelo. These are the charges that they have so far. Okay, so what I can already see here, it says attempted. So they did change something from that original one. So we'll have to change that on the document sheet, but it does say attempted right here.
Yeah, it does, because she originally was attempted unaliving, but now it went to first degree unaliving. So
so there is an actual
actual person that is not like someone would say in this mortal coil, but someone that is just not with us anymore.
Yeah, that's what I thought when we pulled up the court documents. I thought that's what it said. So, okay, we'll have to. I'll
No,
have
it
to
is because the charge has been updated because yeah,
Jeez.
because she was initially with attempted. Now is a full on unaliving charge, and it's first degree, which in Florida carries a life sentence.
That's crazy.
So yeah.
So, for anybody who was looking for these documents, we were very lucky to get True Crime Addict to drop them in as the gavel drops. And if you need
With your
that, they'll
help.
also be in the description box. Well, we all help each other over there. But it has all of the best documents. A lot of document fairies over there. So.
Oh yes, it's like, oh, I was just looking. She has another thing going on in Florida.
I saw,
Brianna.
yeah, I saw that, but I didn't see what charges were. I saw it, but I didn't look at it. I was really like
Traffic
laser
charges,
focused.
unlawful speed municipal. So someone was speeding.
It's speed demon.
Yep,
On
and
December
this was in
22nd.
August.
Oh, in the for the trafficking? Or
Yeah, the
trafficking,
traffic,
not
the
trafficking.
not traffic. Yeah,
for the for the traffic violation.
yeah.
I
That
still
that
can't get over the girl is sitting there. I've been stabbed 14 times, but damn it, my pizza was cold. I didn't
and
go
the
to
wings
sleep
were
for it.
cold too. Don't
My
forget the
wings.
wings. The wings were
She
cold
was
too.
late. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what they actually said in the actual arrest warrant for her. It says on December 22nd, 2024, approximately 23:47 hours, deputies responded to Earlo Bronson Memorial Highway at the Riviera Motel in reference to a stabbing. And upon arrival, contact was made with Melinda Irizarry, who was located on the bed of room 102. Melinda was suffering from multiple stab wounds to the chest, arms, legs, and abdomen. She was transported to Osceola Regional Hospital, where she immediately went into surgery for a ruptured lung. Before going into surgery, Melinda advised deputies to talk to her boyfriend, Bobby Terrell Brooks. There's a name that I did not put in the thing, so we could tell them all of the information that they needed to know. Contact was made with Bobby, who advised he and Melinda are in a relationship. They came to the
Oh, so the
motel with
guy's name is Bobby.
Bobby. What did it say? Bobby Terrell Brooks. Yeah.
Oh, while you read, I'll Google him.
Okay. So he could tell them the information. Contact was made with Bobby, who advised he and Melinda are in a relationship. They came to the motel with Melinda's 5-year-old daughter on this date to celebrate his birthday. I'm sorry, what? First of all, what?
What did you read? Sorry.
So they came to the motel with Melinda's 5-year-old daughter on a date to celebrate his birthday?
Yeah, that's why they were in a motel.
Okay. I mean, how many times have you brought your 5-year-old daughter on your date for your birthday with your boyfriend?
Well, I don't know, not really, not many times,
I'm
but
being judgy. I'm being judgy. It's awkward. It's
no,
awkward.
but it's still.
Yeah, I'm being judgy. Okay.
Ooh,
Well, maybe they're just doing their thing. So they came to the motel with the kid. Bobby explained that he was in the bathroom taking a shower when somebody began banging on the door. Melinda answered the door, and a tall Hispanic male wearing all black, along with a short Hispanic female wearing all black, rushed into the room. The Hispanic male was armed with a rifle, and the female, oh my gosh, with a rifle? And the female was armed with a knife. The Hispanic male forced Bobby to go into the bathroom and held him there at gunpoint. While in the bathroom, the suspect smashed Bobby's phone. Also, while in the bathroom, Bobby heard a struggle happening inside the room, and when he exited the bathroom, he saw that his girlfriend Melinda had been stabbed. Bobby explained the suspects did not take anything, and all they said to him and Melinda was that they knew where they knew what they were there for. Contact was made with Melinda post surgery. Melinda advised that following sworn verbal statement on December 22nd, she and her boyfriend got a hotel room at the Riviera Motel to celebrate his birthday. While at the motel room, Melinda called Marco's Pizza Shop and ordered food. Approximately 30 minutes later, the pizza was delivered by a shorter, heavier set Hispanic female with long brown hair, wearing all black. The total cost for the pizza was $33.10. Melinda handed the Hispanic female a $50 bill in exchange for the food. Melinda explained that the female then began walking away with the money, and she had to stop her and ask her for her change. The female stated Melinda that they don't provide change. What kind of pizza place doesn't provide any change?
Well,
Somebody,
she was delivering, so maybe she didn't carry any change with her. Don't know.
I
Maybe
mean,
she was not bothered.
if it was over 30, I'm just saying I don't know. Here in Texas, they say we don't the delivery guy doesn't carry any more than $20 bill. But if my pizza was 30 and I had a 20, then so we're even, whatever. But I guess maybe they needed the money. Maybe they were out for robbery to begin with. I guess we're gonna have to watch that come into fruition.
Mm.
Melinda asked for the money back and began to search for a smaller denomination of money because she did not want to leave such a large tip. Melinda pulled out two separate wallets from her purse in front of the female. She pulled out her pink everyday use wallet, which only had $60 in all 20s, and she pulled out her black savings account wallet, pulled out all the money to see if she had singles inside of it, but only had approximately 120 with no small bills. Melinda then left the door to her room open and walked outside to her vehicle to see if she could locate any single bills inside her vehicle. While Melinda was searching through her vehicle, she left the female standing in the doorway of her room with her 5-year-old there and her boyfriend in the shower. Sounds logical, right? Sounds smart.
Sounds normal.
Sounds
Mm-hmm.
normal.
Yeah.
Melinda found no money in her vehicle and walked back into her room. With while in her room with the door still open and the female still standing in the doorway, Melinda asked Bobby for $5 to pay for the rest of the bill and tipped the driver $2. Melinda handed the female the $5. Melinda explained. The female rolled her eyes and walked away without saying anything. Melinda also explained that she, Bobby, and her 5-year-old daughter were asleep when she heard a loud knocking on the door. When Melinda went to open up the door, she observed a tall Hispanic male, a short, heavier set Hispanic female, both in all black with face masks on, forced themselves into the room. The Hispanic male brandished a large silver revolver. Okay, so was it a revolver or a rifle? Make up your mind.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is getting a little fishy right away.
The informations are getting a little bit.
Yeah, he says rifle. She says revolver, silver revolver, and first pointed it at Melinda and her daughter. Then pointed it at her boyfriend Bobby and commanded him to go into the bathroom. Lisa says the lady said she handed her two 20s and a 10. Not this whole song and dance. I know. Make your damn mind. They're all just. I don't think they know what they're talking about. They're not being very forthcoming or something. I'm not sure.
So something is very fishing in here that doesn't. Yeah,
She had
sounds very
intent to
good.
rob her, I can understand, but it doesn't seem, So brandished a silver revolver, first pointed it at Melinda and her daughter, then pointed it at her boyfriend Bobby, and commanded him to go into the bathroom. While the male suspect was in the bathroom with Bobby, the female suspect began rummaging through all their stuff and began breaking into Melinda's property. During the incident, Melinda observed the female suspect pull out a black pocket knife. The female
Ooh.
suspect.
Sorry, I just found out that Bobby Terrell Brooks, first of all, he has a very criminal case record, and then he doesn't know how to drive because he has more traffic violations than my days. It's like literally at the moment he has like 4 traffic violations going on.
Face mask. You open the door to them with a 5-year-old in the room. I know, Lisa. I know. What is this? What is going on? This is not right. Rubber, good morning, love. How are you?
It's yeah. Well, yeah, that is true. Why are you awake so early on a Sunday?
Oh, it's already 7 o'clock. It's time for coffee. Time to get up and do stuff.
Yeah, but we were talking for 2 hours ago almost. That was like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Don't call me out for being an insomniac online.
Well, I am an insomniac too. I've been awake since 4 o'clock my time. So
you're in You're in the UK.
I'm in the UK.
Yeah. It's already evening. Awake. What?
No, it's 1 p.m. Nearly 1 p.m. 5 to 1.
Oh, thank you, Rubber. I'm so glad you're here. You know I appreciate you. Okay, let's see. Let's keep going. The female suspect began dumping out Melinda's purse and broke and smashed. Oh man, not the kids' shit. Leave the kids' stuff alone. The female suspect began dumping out Melinda's purse and broke and smashed her daughter's Nintendo Switch.
Oh no, not the
You,
Switch.
yeah, you bitch. Melinda then turned her back on the female to shield her daughter. Once Melinda turned her back, she felt a hard strike to her lower back. Melinda thought the female punched her until she looked down and saw blood coming from her back. Melinda then threw her daughter onto the bed and attempted to pick up her phone. When Melinda picked up her phone, the female suspect grabbed it from her hand, smashing it onto the floor, and began striking her multiple times with the knife. Melinda stated she stopped striking her when the male suspect yelled it was time to go. Melinda believed the female suspect was trying to kill her, and she was afraid for her life and her daughter's. It was discovered Melinda had been stabbed 14 times in different areas of her body and had just found out from the hospital that she was a few weeks pregnant. Melinda does desire prosecution for the above incident. Going on a trip? Where are you going? Where are you going? I'm going on a trip.
I want to go on a trip too.
Grumpy Cat. I just noticed that your name was different from your channel name.
Yeah, well, that's my personal account, and there was something going on another channel. That we so it was about the Festivus. So we all changed names to funny stuff, and now I'm stuck with Grumpy Cat for another 12 days.
Another 12 days
until I can change it back to my normal name.
Gosh. A canvas for video footage was conducted, and while looking at video footage provided by Riviera Motel, I observed the Hispanic female pizza delivery driver wearing all black, black jacket, black pants, worn with the pant legs up in a capri pant style, a black hat, and high top style shoes. Arrive in a red Toyota Camry, who her boyfriend doesn't know how to drive well, at approximately 2,200 hours.
Why do you have to add that the brother doesn't know? The boyfriend didn't have to.
I mean, obviously they have enough tickets to get us all in trouble. Just to see your son 3 hours away at school. Oh, you have a college age baby then. Oh. The rest of the video footage appears to be consistent with the statement provided by Melinda. I observed more video footage that shows a red Toyota Camry matching the one driven by the Hispanic female pizza delivery driver pull into the parking lot of Johnson's Surveying at approximately 23:22 hours, which is the building just southeast of the Riviera Motel. The red Camry turns off its lights and two people appear from the same area where the car was last seen at approximately 23:28 hours. Both subjects are dressed in all black. One appears to be a tall male, and the other appears to be a heavier set, short female wearing a black hoodie, black pants, worn with the pant legs up in capri pant style, high top style black shoes, and a black face mask. The two suspects walk to the corner of the building, walk up to the victim's door, and enters the victim's room at approximately 23:33 hours. At 23:36, that's 3 minutes, 23:36, 23:33, 23:36, the suspects are seen exiting the room. All of that happened in 3 minutes?
Wow.
Jenny!
3 minutes?
Hi, love. Good morning.
So you're telling me that in 3 minutes she got stabbed 14 times? Like, was this carving a pumpkin or something? Sorry. I have a very dark sense of humor, by the way. I forgot to disclose that.
23:36, yeah. The suspects are seen exiting the room. The subject is then seen running back towards the area of the red Camry at approximately 22:37. Wait, I'm sorry. Is this cop drunk?
Either the cop is drunk or they went back in time.
This is the arrest warrant. Like, come on, people. Dude,
I think
you
it
guys
was
have one job.
Christmas Eve, and he didn't want to be there, so he did not have a clue what he was doing because it went from 23:33 and to 22:37. Unless we are in Back to the Future, but going to the past edition.
And this is the kind of stuff that will get a case dismissed. This is the kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, because there was another case they got I don't know if you heard it when Chad Daybell was on trial. They got the JJ's date wrong of the death, and they almost got that thrown out in the middle of the trial.
That is a scary fucking thought. That is a scary
That-
thought because those people are demented and evil.
Oh, that was. I was like literally there was like a hearing
Lisa,
within the
thank
trial
you.
about it.
Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you. Please have safe travels and come back to us real soon.
So it's just like, yeah, it's a bit scary that Chad Daybell almost got away with the JJ
For something so simple. For something so simple.
a date, and yeah.
And not only that, okay, so we're gonna, and I see some other stuff. So basically, he's also not putting dates on here, right? And
Yeah. Well, yeah,
like,
because there's no.
And you see the arrest warrant where it says 5/29/19 right here.
Where are you?
See the corner, like the very top right here, where my little arrow's going. 5/29/19.
Oh yeah.
So that's weird. Maybe that's just their like
the format of
the format of it, maybe
of the document. Yeah.
It's still. I mean, come on, Florida. You guys have some big cases going on. You don't want to put shit like this in a case and then screw something up. Oh
yeah.
anyways.
Awesome.
All right.
It's like it's what I said. Good cases come from Florida. Florida is and Georgia are the heaven for good cases.
That's crazy. The subject is then seen running back towards the area of the red Camry and has gone back in time from 23:36 to 22:37 hours. And at approximately 22:38, the red Camry is seen driving south out of the parking lot onto Cross Prairie. Now, since they're going back in time, are they driving backwards? That's what I need to know next.
Well,
they're going back.
They could.
So, contact was made with the manager of the Marco's Pizza, Geraldo Picuña, located at 1724 Shap's Place. Geraldo was able to provide the Hispanic female Brianna Alvelo working deliveries the night of the incident, and she drives a red Toyota Camry. Geraldo stated Brianna was the employee who delivered the pizza and wings to the Riviera Motel. Geraldo also provided a video of Brianna wearing the same clothing that the female suspect was wearing, and describes that again. Also provided a copy of Brianna's time card. The time card showed that Brianna clocked out for the day at approximately 22:20 hours, about an hour before the incident.
Oh, what time was the incident again?
Well, it said. Let's go back up here. It said when was the original pizza supposed to be delivered? We're gonna have to go back and look and see what's going on here because they've got the times all messed up.
Yeah. So was December 22? 23:47.
Yeah. So at approximately 23:47. So like 11.
But the deputies respond at 22:48.
That's
How?
Exactly. They've got something all messed up here.
Because I was gonna say, if she clocked out for the day at 22:20, I was just checking on Google Maps. It takes 20 minutes to go from the pizza place to the motel. Well, by car. No, this is no.
Why is she
car
clocking out and still working though?
Or she did it while she was still working because she got arrested at the pizza place.
So the time card showed that Brianna clocked out for the day at approximately 22:20, about an hour before the incident. So an hour before the incident, she went to go drop the pizza off an hour later. Oh, but I get what you're saying. She dropped the pizza off, clocked out, went back and whacked this girl in the back. I got it.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, because it's like a 7-minute drive from the pizza place to the motel, but all the videos and everything shows that she got arrested at the pizza place.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. So they arrested her there. So she did the stabbing and then came back again. So
yeah,
she needed a soda or something. Based on the information,
because I think the times are all wrong because we don't know if it was at 23 something or
right.
Or at 22 because they keep changing the times. Like, I don't know.
they're going to have to fix that because, yeah, like I said, something's not right here. So, based on the information above, I believe there was probable cause for violation for attempted homicide when she stabbed Melinda 14 times with a pocket knife, home invasion with a firearm when both suspects forcibly entered the room and searched for items while in possession of a firearm, which makes it aggravated, and kidnapping with the male suspect forced into the bathroom while pointing a gun at him, and an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon with an intent to commit a felony when a firearm was pointed at all three victims. So there you go. Wow.
But robbery, what did they steal?
Um, I don't know. Maybe they stole her money. And as
Or
it
the
said it yet,
Nintendo Switch that they broke?
maybe they broke both of their phones.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
That's insane. These people are whack jobs. Like I don't know.
yeah,
Something
but
doesn't
to
feel
be
quite
fair,
right.
I don't think the I'm not wanting to like talk about bad about victims or anything, but the
Sure.
victims, they were not the innocents either. Because
Yeah.
there's something more going on there than just a
Little-
$2 tip. I'm sorry, the world hasn't come to that, has it?
I hope not, but I don't know. Some people would say it has.
Well, true.
So this
That's
is the
scary.
charging affidavit. It just shows the charges. And here in this charge that we see that it was upgraded
To
here
unaliving.
to a premeditated homicide. So that's where I'm concerned. Either it's not written properly or they put something on the offenses that isn't correct. So they, it's going to be hard to know until we get a little further into it whether or not these charges are what they're actually charging
Sticks.
and if the
Y-
arrest
Yeah.
warrant was wrong.
Well, she already had the initial appearance on Christmas Eve. Um,
Okay.
apparently. So that are the charges as it stands, I think. So, but
So
the thing
this
is,
one
she
was
doesn't
missing.
even has an attorney appointed. There's nothing on her case file about it. So
Probably won't be until Monday. I mean,
yeah,
because they're
because
not going to let her out right now.
oh no, she's not gonna go out. She has a 55K bond to post first,
She was
and
mad
I
about a
don't think
$2
she
tip.
seems. I don't think she seems the one to be able to afford that. Because if she was delivering pizzas, not saying that it's against anything bad, delivering pizzas is a good job like any other, but it's just
She says, I'm financially unable to afford a lawyer and I want one appointed for me. So that was the advice to the defendant on her first appearance that she signed herself. So they will be giving her somebody. And then that's in Spanish. All right. And then I got one more document that we have that actually shows her bond amount.
yeah, because I
And
think
then we're
it's
just going to have
spread
to
out.
wait for some more information. That's all we're going to be able
Yeah,
to do.
I mean, I think we're gonna keep this on a list, and
Absolutely. Absolutely. So this one was signed on the 26th, 2024. It looks like is when it was stamped. And so for the premeditated homicide, she wouldn't have got bond, so she wouldn't have been able to bond out regardless. But the home invasion, the kidnapping, and the aggravated assault carried a bond. So 50. I don't have that kind of money, so I would have to just sit there in my
I think
cell.
she is. I think she's gonna sit there because if she doesn't have a money for an attorney, I don't think she's
Yeah,
gonna.
yeah, of course not.
Yeah.
It's therefore provisioned ordered that the public defender, which they haven't picked yet, who it will be, temporarily appointed representative of the above named defendant. This appointment shall become permanent upon the filing of a financial affidavit. So we're just going to have to wait. Defendants hereby ordered to pay $50 application fee for appointment of counsel. Oh, okay, interesting. Hereby ordered to deduct $50 from the defendant's jail account. So if any funds are in there, they'll just take them for whatever they need, right? I've never been in jail, so I did not know these things. If funds are not available at this time, then the defendant has 2 weeks from this date to deposit $50 into said account or with the clerk of the court. The jail or the clerk must provide with the name of the defendant in the case. So what happens if they don't?
I think they somehow they will have to, because otherwise they're not gonna get another attorney.
Don't get the attorney? That's insane. This is
Because
crazy.
to be fair, how do you think that those attorneys are paid? They have to get paid, even though, like, yeah, they
Well,
have to
she's
get
gonna
paid
have
somehow.
to. She's not gonna be delivering no pizzas in there. Well,
But
I
I mean,
think.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I'm sure it's like her family put somewhere probably more than that. Even Sarah Boone has $50 in her commissary to be pay free lawyer.
Oh
So
well, yeah, it's because Brian is. Yeah,
yeah,
Brian is
Brian and all her
helping her out a
fans,
little bit.
all Sarah Boone's crazy fans, also,
Yeah, I agree. So it looks like I think we're gonna just kind of sit on this little vicious pizza attack with the butter knife and backwards time traveling cars and just hi toxic. Good morning, Joe. How are you?
Hello, Toxic. Oh, I think Toxic is here to tell us off.
Uh-oh.
It's
He's like,
bumping Discord time, and we are.
oh yeah. She's like, you've been online enough. Let's go. You got work to do,
Yeah,
girls.
exactly. You guys shut up.
I really appreciate you letting me borrow your video, and I really
Of
appreciate
course.
everybody that came by. And we'll do this again. We'll do it
Oh,
again.
for sure. When we don't have a 70 bump.
Absolutely. Guys, thank you so much for hanging with EO. Have a good one.